Hey YouTube, what's going on? It's Chris here. Wanted to bring you guys a little update on Bitcoin. I know a lot of people are watching the price action right now, and just want to give you my take on it, especially from things I've been reading and looking at other people's stuff and just kind of putting my own spin on it. And these are kind of things I came up with. So if you guys could like, subscribe, all that, I really appreciate it. So guys, everyone keeps saying, when is this correction going to come to an end? When are we going to find a bottom? So obviously, hopefully, we hope that this $6,000 is going to be the bottom. We've hit it a few times now, but we're not seeing the best type of follow through that we would want to see. Okay, and right now we're looking at Bitcoin, and it's going to be on the 3-day chart. And currently right now, if you can see this little blue line right here, this is the 200-day moving average, so we definitely want to hold that as support. But what I'm looking at is the Fibonacci retracements that we've been dealing with here with Bitcoin. Typically, we've been hitting between the 786 and the 886, which is a very deep retracement. So first off, we'll start with this one here, guys, okay? So we ran up, we kind of had this double top here. We came back exactly to that 886 before we bounced. And we got up above the 382 just slightly, okay? Next time, so this recent run that we just had, we came down, and you can see right here our real bodies, we wicked through just a little bit, but our real body right here closed on the 886. Okay, so let's get rid of those. We're just going to clear stuff off as we go here. So the next one I want to do is overall for us here. Okay, so we're going to take it all the way back, guys, because I really want a big picture view here. Okay, and you can see that 200 moving average, guys. That blue right here, and that's what we're holding right now. We desperately need to hold that as support. But there's definitely a case for us going below $5,000, and you're about to see it. Okay, so we're going to take this huge macro fib right off here. All right, guys, so our 200 moving average is right in the middle of the 786 and the 0.618. We're kind of floating in the middle of that. And with kind of the flavor of the year being 786 at least retracement, or the 886, Bitcoin definitely could go to that 0.786 before we get a bounce, and that's at 4,488. And if we went to the 886, like you saw a few times as well, that would put us at 2531 before we got a bounce, and this market cycle ended and we went on to the next market cycle. And the reason why we're dealing with such a deep correction is because of how fast we ran, guys. So you see this here, that should have taken years from a price to get to this point all the way up to that point. So it happened so quick, so you're going to have a market cycle reaction that's real quick. You're going to drop real hard, and you're going to go through it. You know what I mean? You have to work this out. This all has to be worked out. And we may be there with these 1, 2, almost 3, 4 bottoms that we've had on here. But we're not seeing that volume. Like, do you see this spike of volume here? That was after we had this sell-off, and we went to, let's see, we wicked through the 618 there. We were kind of right in the middle between the 618 and the 786 before we had our nice bounce when we came up and set that double top there. It looks like an M. Okay, so remember, double bottoms are those W's, so that's for winners. And then when you have the M up there, basically whenever you see that, you're in trouble. Essentially, it's like take your money and get it out, because you're going to be going back down for the most part if you've attempted it twice there. But this is the type of volume I would want to see coming in for a bottom. If this truly was our bottom, we would see some serious volume coming in, and we would make that move. And you can see all the overhead resistances that we have, guys. All our moving average right now, our 12 EMA, our 26 EMA, our 50 moving average, and our 200 moving average are all over top of head right now, along with these Fibonacci levels, which people pay attention to. So I wanted to bring this to you. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but it's a possibility. Anything's a possibility in this game, and it's not like it will be gone and go away forever. It's just completing a market cycle. And because of how hard and how fast we ran, it takes longer to shake it out. But here's what I was trying to show you guys too, which is a little bit interesting. At least last time when we had these tweezer bottoms, we had a little run. We had these tweezer bottoms here. We'd hope for a little run. You can see we wicked down hard here, guys. But here's our horizontal line of support right there. So you can see here we hit it. Here we didn't get down to it, but this was that V-shaped recovery, guys. That's the volume. That's the good volume that we want here. Here we had them. and we moved, and then hopefully here, and we'll move up. But what we're setting here is lower highs. So we had our main high here. Let's just zoom back out, guys, so you can see. Okay, and this is why clear sign we're obviously in a bear market, and people are shorting it, and they're riding the opposite side of going long until it changes, and then people will go long again. But here, 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 you see all those lower highs? But the nice thing is we could be setting a higher low here. And if that can happen, then we can kind of change that trend, which we need. Because this here slightly is higher than this bottom. So if we could set that, come up here, maybe set a lower high, because I feel like we will at least, you know, get a little bounce up to around 7,000 or so before we came back down. But we would at least want to get an equilibrium. So set a lower high, maybe come up here to the 50 right here, and then have a pullback, set a higher high, and then see if we can get over the top here at 85. That's how it's going to have to change, guys. That's the only way it's going to happen, because you can see these moving averages. It's like that river we talked about. You can't fight the stream, and the stream is down. The stream has been down since, let's see here, guys, end of December, right in that range. And when you really see this moving average here, when we crossed, that was around $14,494 there. But also, what's indicative of that bear market here, guys, we'll even go from the top of this one. And you see there could still be more room to go, guys, as we fill this in here. But that's what we need to see. We need to see big volume coming in at these levels. You guys tell me what you've been doing. Have you been buying? Have you been selling? Have you been holding some cash, holding some crypto, just kind of waiting on the sidelines to see when you think a bottom may potentially be in, so that you can go in? You know, I just want to hear what you guys are doing as well. So here's that. And then that's kind of the trend we would need to break out of right here, guys. But I wanted to bring this to you. We're at 6,229 right now, guys. We're down negative 1.38%. And remember, just like on tops here, guys, when the bulls ran out of steam, the bears will eventually run out of steam, and then the whole trend shifts. And that's going to happen. And we just don't know if it's going to be at this $6,000 level or if it's going to be down around $3,000. It could very well happen, guys. I mean, you've seen the market cycle structure where it goes all the way up and through. Sometimes it can retrace 100% almost, and then go into the next one, and the next one could be larger. So, you know, guys, if you're in this for 3 to 5 years, like I am, long-term investor in many of them, what do you have to essentially stress out about? You know, you just have to say, I'm in it for the long haul. I know another market cycle will come, and the next time a market cycle comes and we see something straight up like that, we're going to be taking some profits, guys. And that's just how it is. We have learned so much from this bear market. We've gained wisdom. We've gained knowledge. And I've learned stuff that I would never have been able to learn in a million years if we just kept going up. You know, this has been so valuable, this bear market, learning what they are, studying this stuff, and just getting through it. Yeah, it's depressing at times. Everybody gets down about it. But there's so much good to come out of it as well. And when you look at these things and you say, okay, if I want to be on the side of the trend and I want to be a trader, I'm going to short it. Every time we bounce back up and say we hit the 50, I'm going to short it. Let's short it back down. Bounce back up, short it back down until it changes. Just like right here. Do you see in this bull market, look at all our moving averages here. They're acting as support. And that's why this purple here, that 12 EMA, that's a really good one as well to keep an eye on. And you know, guys, it wouldn't even be a bad idea. Look at 69.12. We haven't been able to get through that in how long here? And if this trend continues, why not short it from there and maybe push it back down to 62 where we're at now if we have a little bit of a run, if we don't see good volume accompanied by it. You know, and that's where you have to just change the trend, or jump on the other side of the trend and say, okay, I'm going to be a short seller then. So that's what guys are doing. There's a lot of people making tons of money off Bitcoin falling right now. And then when it flips and reverses, they're going to long the heck out of it, and they're going to make money on the bull side. You can be both a bull and a bear. You don't just have to be a perma bull too. So there's lots of methods, guys. There's long-term investing, there's day trading, there's swing trading, there's, you know, all this different type of stuff that you can do. But I fully believe we'll see all-time highs again. I don't know if it's going to happen this year because, you know, obviously we're almost going into September, and, you know, it's gonna take a lot to get there. But I definitely would like to see us get back over this 11,800, somewhere right in there, because then you would have room to run up to this 17. So there's a lot of space there because this was a sharp drop, guys. And whenever you see those sharp drops, you're going to have it cleared out a little bit too, just like you saw in the white there. But that's what I wanted to bring to you all. I appreciate being here with you guys. If you could like, subscribe, all that, I'll continue to do it for you. And just God bless each and every one of you. I really appreciate you. And it's nice to have tons of people here together that are experiencing this, you know, that you're in it as well. I'm in it. We've all, you know, got to talk about it, and we've got to learn a lot from it. So you got to look at it as a learning experience and just continue to move on and do the best that you can. God bless.